If you're someone who constantly experiences bad friendships with backstabbing and people not communicating, then listen up. Why are you creating that experience for yourself? If everything is manifested from you, if you are the one who creates all your experiences that you personally see and experience in your reality, then what thought patterns, what are you thinking to make that happen? Are you thinking something like, oh, friends are so hard for me to make, it's so hard for me to make friends and I can't ever have anyone that understands me, people always leave me, people always ghost me, people are always like, they never communicate with me, and why do I have to be the one to deal with this? Is that what you're thinking all the time? Are you always thinking that people have ulterior motives and intentions towards you? Are you thinking that people are going to leave you at any time? Because if so, then yes, that's exactly what you're going to see. Let me give you a personal example. For all my life, I have just automatically assumed, just naturally, that I always connect with people really easily. I always have friends that are genuine to me and genuinely are always here for me and are just true friends, right? Like, I always had that belief and that assumption, and those are the thoughts that I would just naturally be thinking all the time. Like, yes, of course my friends always care about me. Yes, of course, if there's any problems, they're going to communicate it. Did I hate confrontation and was absolutely terrified about it at the time? Yes, because before my whole character development arc and whatever, I had rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Whenever I would experience anything as perceived rejection, I would feel like the world was ending. But I still held the dominant assumption that my friends always mean well, and that they are always true to me, and that they are genuine friends who are going to stick with me for my entire lifetime. And so, because of that, I have actually been blessed growing up with having true friends for all my life, until I started thinking otherwise. You see, the main reason as to why I started actually locking in with manifestation and actually being like, okay, no, things need to change. I am not dealing with this anymore. Why should I deal with this anymore? Why should I keep on having these insecure thoughts? Why should I keep on thinking these things? Because that's what I'm going to see in my reality. Since I knew about the law of assumption from way back then, right? But this event is what made me truly realize that and decide to lock in. It's because one day, actually not just one day, for a period of time, I started thinking, what if the new friends that I made didn't accept me? What if I get Twitter canceled without even using Twitter? What if some people in my life just twisted my words into something that I never even meant in the first place? What if they all hate me? And so I was thinking and worrying about all those questions, along with some additional ones, some additional what-if scenarios that literally did not make sense whatsoever. I started thinking all those and worrying about those back in September of 2025. Mostly near mid-September-ish. And then, at the beginning of October, I had the worst friend group falling out in my life. All of the fears, all of the thoughts that I kept on thinking and repeating to myself, to the point where I realized it kind of became a normal assumption, they all manifested into my reality. And boy, was that not fun, to say the very least. And so, after that whole shenanigan, I was like, hold on, I literally created this? The moment it happened, even, I was like, oh my gosh, I literally created this. Why did I do this to myself? Nope. I need to lock in. I am not allowing myself to experience this thing ever again. Because even though I can manifest myself out of it, it's like, why do I want to experience that again? And so I went back to the assumptions of, yes, my friends always communicate with me. Yes, my friends always care about me. I only have true and genuine friendships in my life. And guess what? All the friendships that I've had after that, all the friends that I've made, all the friends that I kept, they all align with that. They all align with those assumptions. Because in my personal reality, I'm going to see exactly what I keep on affirming to myself, exactly what I keep on thinking. And so around the past few months as well, and technically even before then, but mostly the past few months, I started realizing and noticing from like my other friends, like my genuine friends, right? Like some of my true friends, that in their life, they have gone through such bad friendship troubles and like such horrible like friendship experiences growing up, and like with how their friendships are going now and such. And so that got me thinking and realizing, wait, whenever they talk about something like this, they always mention something along the lines of how it always happens to them, how they can't catch a break, or how they're always stressed out, and this is adding on to the stress, like whatever their friendship situation is, or relationship situation, or whatever, is adding to the stress that they already have because they're always so stressed out. And so I started thinking, I think that you're seeing that because you keep on thinking those thoughts. Not necessarily blaming them. Do not self-blame if you also think those thoughts, right? It's good to just acknowledge it and then like learn from it. Like, please don't blame yourself. Like, don't keep yourself in that victim mentality of like, no, woe is me. Why does this always happen to me? Because you can change it. You can literally change it. I have always had the dominant assumption that all my friends that enter into my life are genuine, true friends who always communicate with me, who always got my back, no matter what. And so that's exactly what I see. And then I hear from some of my friends about their friendships growing up and such, how they always found it hard to have friendships, or like specifically female friendships, or friendship with neurotypical people, like if they're neurodivergent, and friendships that, you know, are genuine. I would always hear a line or two, or a few, or many from those. And so I started thinking like, yeah, that is what you're seeing. Because that's what you keep telling yourself. That's what your assumption is. Your assumption is that friends are difficult for you to make and keep. Friendships is difficult without having them backstab you or betray you, or friendships without communication issues are hard. Honestly, this was also when I realized like, dang, my mindset around friendships has always been so good. I have been so blessed with friendships throughout my entire life. Like, wow. Like, wow. So yeah, I'm mainly just trying to say that it's possible to go your entire life having genuine friends. It's possible to not have friendship issues. It's possible to, you know, have people who genuinely, like, bond with you and care about you and communicate with you as your friends, as people that are close around you, and people that like will stay with you and stick with you through thick and thin. It's possible. Because look at me. That's exactly what I've experienced in my entire life. Because that's like one of the main areas in my life up until this point that I've never wavered on at all. Except for when I did in September and started thinking those things in September into October. And so, guess what? That's exactly what I saw. And then when I went back to being like, nope, that ain't my reality anymore. Nope. Like, I only have the best friendships. I only have genuine and true friendships and people who actually like communicating. That's what I started seeing again. Like, yes, bad friendships can help you grow. Yes, bad friendships can help you learn to set boundaries and such, and, you know, learn to cut out toxic, negative people out of your life. But if it keeps on happening over and over and over again, at what point does it become enough? At what point, like, aren't you tired of experiencing that? It might be good to just sit down for a moment, you know, reflect, being like, okay, what am I thinking right now that is causing this to happen? And then go from there. If you don't want to keep having those same negative experiences, if you don't want to keep having bad friendships and friendships that backstab you and people that cannot communicate and people that are emotionally immature, then assume otherwise. Start affirming otherwise. until it becomes just your natural thought patterns. And then your reality will reflect that. No matter how long you have been experiencing bad friendships for your entire life, literally you could have been experiencing such bad friendships for your entire life, and it is still very possible for you to start experiencing only having true friendships. I mean, look at me. Like, I literally only had good friendships for my entire life up until September, when I started thinking otherwise, and then that's what I saw. Even though, if you're talking about time-wise and stuff, like linear time, like I've always had good, genuine, true friendships. And after that whole saga, I was like, okay, I don't want to experience this. This is not something that I want to keep seeing in my reality. And so I'm just gonna start thinking again that, like, I only have the best friendships. I only have true friendships. Like, my friendships, my friends are genuine people who genuinely care about me. And that's exactly what I started to see in my reality again. So yeah, it doesn't matter how long you've had bad friendships for. You can always turn it around. Just start affirming for the desired reality that you want, for the desired experiences that you want. It's very possible, okay?